So as you might have seen from my last video, we were not able to pull UR Momo, but I was able to pull the SR Momo here, the next best thing. It did take me quite a few gems, in total about 2,000 gems in order to actually pull her, which was, I would consider very, very unlucky as she's a featured SR. But still, I got her and I'm able to showcase her on today's video. Before we jump into the showcase, I want to remind you guys about the retweet campaign My Hero Ultra Impact is doing right now for 100 gems and 100 stamina. I'll leave a link to the tweet down in the description. Make sure you retweet and like it. And I think you have to get in total 5,000 total retweets and likes. We're a bit far away, but we have until the 17th, 4 more days when this video is being recorded in order to get this. So please help out the cause. There's 100 gems, there's 2 free singles, and that's going to help out for the upcoming, anniversary that is in a month. And also, while you're there, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. Link in the description, JPhanta_. So yeah, let's get back into the showcase. So I did get her to level 70, no advanced leveling. This is a first impressions kind of deal here. For the ability board, I have only gotten her to the 4th table in the first node. Because she, when it comes to a 5th, it doesn't reduce cooldowns, but increases her support effects, which is actually really nice if you want her to be like a main supporting unit for power. Except I don't really have any intentions of using her, so that's the only issue. If you have a lot of mind characters, she could be a nice support as she is easily able to give you 20% mind power boost if you're on the 6th table. And if you're on the 8th table, 25%, which I think is considered really very good. But although I would not really waste these kinds of high tier materials unless it's a UR. So maybe if you have a spare SR orb for her, you might be able to, you might consider, upgrading her to max. For the purple route here, the passive increases with the plus ultra gauge increase. I don't think that's really necessary. It's an extra 20% if you get all the way here. But I think you can just substitute it with EX skills and you don't have to invest too many medals for her. Anyway, looking at her skills, 400% damage to a single opponent also shortens all allies' action skill cooldowns by 1, excluding herself. That's actually really good. Makes like 5-turn cooldowns to 4-turn cooldowns, which is very handy, especially in VE Tower. Her first action skill is when HP is 50% or higher, increases power of all allies excluding character by 20% for 3 turns. When HP is 50% or lower, increases power of all allies by 35% for 3 turns. Also increases plus ultra gauge of all allies excluding character by 15%. And it's a 5-turn cooldown. I believe this is a technical hit because of the HP restriction, and I believe the plus ultra gauge increase is going to activate regardless of your HP. You do not have to be under any 50% HP, I believe. And then for the second action skill, gives all allies a barrier that nullifies 1 hit. Also increases characters plus ultra gauge by 25%, which is very nice because you want to get as many plus ultras with her for the shortened cooldown. Now, as you can see, she doesn't really have any damaging skills other than her plus ultra. So in terms of PvP, probably not going to use her at all. For her order skills, we've seen it mind type, support, and then the second order skill once per battle when HP is 50% or below, gives character a barrier that nullifies 2 hits and increases their plus ultra gauge by 20%. So she's really trying to spam plus ultras so that she can utilize that action skill cooldown. Now for the EX skills, we have power, skill impact for normal attacks, and plus ultra rate increased by 30%. I'd probably aim for this. This is probably the best thing to give her for the strike EX skill. And then for the protections, you can go with pretty much anything to keep her surviving. I think a nice pairing with her would be like somebody else that can lower her cooldowns, because her cooldown reductions on this skill is not to herself. So the more you can reduce this so that you can spam plus ultra gauge increases, the better it is. I think a nice example would be like Alt for One, who can randomly reduce cooldowns, or the free-to-play Mina that we just got in the STR one. So those are some ideas, but of course, not like optimal team builds, but in maybe a certain situation of VE Tower might be very handy. Speaking of VE Tower, we're going to jump into the critical stage here. She is a mind type, so we have the type advantage. We're just going to verse the first floor here versus Muscular, just because it's an SR level 70 and you don't want to verse too tough an opponent. And I'm bringing Todoroki as well as Jiro, just for a little bit of supports. Nothing too crazy. I maybe should have put the Mina just so I can get the cooldown reductions, but it should be fine. So she has the barrier, which is good. Now, I really don't know what I want to do first. I think the... this skill first would be the best. Just giving everybody a power boost would be really nice. So we'll probably do that. Everybody just, like, paired up with the Todoroki. Everybody's getting, like, damage. You got the skill impact. The skill impact is kind of ridiculous, actually, with if you stack it up with Todoroki. Now, we have this skill right here. Which gives plus ultra gauge to herself and gives everybody a barrier. Not really needed, because we have our own barrier, but that's pretty cute. She has unique animations, which is good. It's not like a copy and paste, but with, like, different clothing. I think it is. I don't remember. Anyway, we're going to shorten action skill cooldowns, and then we'll see her plus ultra, see what's different about it. Because I haven't actually seen this yet. Okay, it's pretty much just an Ochako skill. 11,000 damage. And everybody's skill cooldowns come back. Let's just give the Ochako plus ultra gauge increase. Why not? I just want to spam as many as we can in the short amount of time. So as you can see, her cooldowns, because she doesn't reduce her own cooldowns, it's very, very annoying. But now she finally has hers. We're still over 50% HP, so we are still getting the 20% increased power. And I believe this is a technical hit. Yeah, it's a technical bonus. Somebody told me in the comment section down below, which I can't show you, but maybe once we do this plus ultra, we can. Another try. 17,000 this time. The purple skills, you can see in the border of Jiro's left skill as a purple background, like a purple spiky thing on the back. That means it's a technical hit guaranteed. A green is just like a healing effect. A yellow, I think, is just a support effect. But at the same time, the Ochako's yellow skill was on the left as well, which was also a technical hit. So I don't know, like purple is guaranteed debuff, I guess. So you can still get technical hits out of gold and out of green stuff, but it's a nice little way to tell what is a debuff skill, what is a heal skill, and everything like that. Let's keep increasing our plus ultra gauge. We've done 3 plus ultras, which is pretty nice. And we got it again. Let's go! I didn't even spam that many plus ultras with the other characters, so... And our skills are just coming back really nicely. It reminds me almost like the green Ochako... Not green Ochako, the blue Ochako boss from the VE Tower, where you just get your skills back so quickly. Unfortunately, she does not have her own, like, custom ending skill, which is unfortunate. I would have liked that. But, yeah, we only got 3 plus ultras out of that, which was... I was hoping a little bit more, but 10 turns, 3 plus ultras solo for herself is pretty nice. And, of course, we didn't even plus ultra with the other characters. So, yeah, not a bad card. If you pair her with, like, somebody else that can reduce cooldowns, you could probably get a decent amount of points in VE Tower, depending on your team build. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video on the Ochako. Remember, check out the link in the description for the Twitter post to retweet and like for the 100 gems, as well as my Twitter. Make sure you follow, and as well as my other social medias. Leave a like on today's video. Comment down below what you think about this Ochako. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.